crafting friends. I'm Nikki and welcome to a night of crafting. It's just me, my dog, and my bird, which you will probably hear throughout the night. So just ignore any sounds that she may make, and who knows what she might say or do. We have an African gray parrot, so you never know. So anyways, let's get started. We are going to be making a very cute candy tree. I'll show you a picture of it. And then this is how I made it. I made it for a gift for a coworker, and it turned out way better than I was expecting it to. So I thought, why not share it with you guys? So the items that you are going to need tonight is going to be a styrofoam cone to make the Christmas tree. I just went to the Dollar Tree and bought a cute little base. And I bought a little Dollar Tree Santa to go right on top, to sit on top of it. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got my hot glue gun going right now. I have it on the high temp to glue the styrofoam onto the glass jar. And let me get this opened up. All right, I'm gonna move the camera down just so you can watch what's going on down here. I'm trying not to jumbo everything up so much. Kind of aim it right into there. There we go. So this way we're gonna glue this styrofoam tree onto this jar. So the first thing you need to do is I marked it. So I kind of shoved it down on there just to kind of get a little line of demarcation down there. And I'm just kind of going to take a little bit out when doing this. And all this is going to do is give us something that's going to sit down inside of the jar. There's no gentle way of doing this. I just kind of peel it out of there just so it will sit over the edge. And take out just a little bit more. And let me see how well that fits. And it looks like I may need to take a little more out of there. Now let me kind of, so you can see. You see how that's coming out of there? This is the messiest part of it. All right, let's see how well that fits on there now. There we go. Fits on there perfectly. So all I'm going to do, see, you can tell how well that fits just by, there was nothing real major, but I am going to glue that on there. So take your hot glue gun and just add some glue right around the edge. Can't get any simpler than that. And set that down on there. We're going to let that dry just for a few minutes. There we go. Ta-da! Now you've got that tree sitting on there nice and tight. So the first step, what I did is I went and bought lots and lots of candy. I bought some Kit Kats. We've got Twix bars. I bought little Three Musketeers. There's some Snickers, some Milky Ways. There is a little bit of everything on this table, but we're going to start off with the Kit Kats. I thought the Kit Kats worked out a little bit better with starting, just because they hang down on your tree, just like that. So I'm going to flip this over. My glue gun has two temperatures, low and high. That's what, let me put just a little bit of glue, and you're going to glue that right to the bottom of the styrofoam. Now be careful, because the hot glue gun, even though, well, I just changed it over, so, but it's still warm. And add another little piece, and I just put them right next to each other. Hot. Now remember, this is hot and it is burning my fingers. Last night I had like a pin that I was kind of using to help with that. So there we go. There's two of them on there. And then because we've got Christmas colored ones, I'm going to kind of change them up a little. With me changing the temperature on this glue, it will kind of loosen up just a little bit so it's not so hot. There we go. Let's get another green one. Okay, and we've got, here's a couple white ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready to stop the video, finish up this row, and then we will come back and I will show you how I did row number 2. Let me glue this one on. Ooh, hot. That one's, there we go. You just kind of have to work with it. I promise you, it's not so bad. There we go. So there is number 2 of those. So that's what. Let me stop the video and I will be back when I'm ready to start row number 2. Okay, there we go. Row number 1 is all done. So everything you can see, those kind of stick out a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not gonna stress out on it. I think the tops were maybe a little shorter on that side, but it's really not gonna make a big difference. Once everything gets in, it will not be seen. So there we go. So now we are ready to start row number 2. And I'm going to do another row of Kit Kats. And it looks like I've got lots of red ones left. So I'm probably going to do a whole bunch of red with maybe a hint of like the green or the white and the brown. Maybe just kind of scattered in. So anyways, my glue gun has cooled down. It's not so frightening hot right now. So thank goodness. So here we go. Row number 2. I'm going to go in the middle of one of those and up just a hair. Now you could have, or I could have painted this green ahead of time. Not necessary. You know, it's by the time everything gets done, your focus gets on to all of the candy that you don't even notice, you know, that there's a styrofoam piece under there. And just for giggles, when I finish off this, I've got a set of those like little LED lights that you add batteries to. I'm probably going to put those on just for the fun of it, for the video and for picture's sake, and use it that way. Whoop, there we go. So you just, again, continue to glue those all the way around. So you can see how they're kind of sticking out. Let's add a green one in there. There we go. And uh-oh, my red one came off. That's okay though. Once the glue dries, believe me, my coworkers today was trying to get them off, and a couple of them we actually had to use scissors to open them up and to get them off of the styrofoam. So they actually hold really, really well. All right, let's do a red. Get that to stick. There we go. And another red. Looks like I'm going to need to put another glue stick in here in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video again and finish off this next row. And I'll probably put, depending on how many Kit Kats I have, I may put a third row of Kit Kats. If not, we'll start the next row. I will be back. Okay, second row, all done. Isn't it looking nice? So now we're going to start the third row, which I do not have enough Kit Kats left. I do not have enough. I've got a small handful, but not enough to go around. So we are done with the Kit Kat. So the next we are going to go with Twix. So let's add our little bite-sized Twix to the mix here. So now we've got the little fun-size bites of Twix. I stocked up my glue, got it all ready to go. And now we're just gonna go up a little ways and in between those Kit Kats. And we're just gonna glue away. And really, it doesn't matter if your straight line does not, you know, as long as you kind of keep it like a good general, you're good. This is not a difficult project at all, just kind of time consuming. But really, I am time-wise, with me shutting the cameras off, getting started, I'm about 20 minutes in all honesty. Not too bad. It goes together pretty quick. It just may seem a lot longer just because you're going through so many. So, all right, let me go ahead so you guys don't have to watch me doing this and me ramble. I'm going to shut the camera off again and continue gluing. And I'm actually going to probably do a couple rows of this. So stand by. Okay, so now we are finishing off our third row of Twix. I had enough to do 3 rows. So that's... let's see here. I got one more Twix. I'm gonna squeeze it in right here. See this little spot, this little gap? So I'm just gonna make it go up just a little bit higher just so it fits in there. Just like that. So there we go. So that now is 3 rows of Twix. So we've got a little bit of gold. You know we got to have silver. So let's go with 3 Musketeers. Let's pull these over. And so these are a little bit smaller. These is what was burning my thumb last night. Oh my goodness. But my temperature of my glue gun is now on low, and it's not quite as hot feeling. So, but I added a little bit of the glue. And again, we're going to go up, and it looks like I'm going to need to get ready to move my camera there. So now we're going to start to put the silver. So that starts our silver. And what I'm going to do is start these, shut the camera off again, and start working these on, get the camera repositioned for the next level of my tree. So give me a moment. I'll see you soon. There we go. Welcome back. We now have the third level done of the Three Musketeers. So there we go. Isn't it looking pretty? Okay, so now the next one we're going to do is some Milky Ways. Let's add some Milky Ways in to get a little bit more gold. So I've got little miniature Milky Ways. Again, just got this from the candy section at the grocery store. Nothing special. And we will add some rows so you can see we're getting close to the top here. And I'll just continue adding the Milky Ways on. So there's that. So let me get, so there you can kind of see where the Milky Ways are. There's really not an easy way to teach this other than it's just like I said, it's just a time-consuming project. Lots of gluing. That is truly it. So let's stop the camera again. Okay, so we are now on our last rows. I did 3 rows of Milky Ways. Now we are going to do some Snickers. And this should finish us off, and then we will glue Santa on top. So I am on, just so you guys have an idea, I am on my 3rd glue stick. So that's about how much glue I have used. And then when you start getting up here to the top, you know, don't worry about seeing any of those gaps. If any of those drive you crazy, you know, you could put a Rolo in between to kind of like maybe look like some ornaments, you know, something like that. I did get some little lights, so we're gonna add some little lights to our tree. And I also brought down some ribbon. So, you know, I'm gonna kind of drape you know, some ribbon down on there just to give it a little bit of decorative decorative touch. My goodness. All right, let's see here. So we've got this going on, and I'm just going to do these while on camera. So just to show that it truly does not take time. If you want, fast forward this part. But I am going to just glue this up. Just to show how fast it really does go. And then, so I don't have enough room for one in there, but again, I'm going to just kind of move it up a hair in there, so it fits. And then I'm just going to kind of continue on around. So these are those little bite-sized Snickers. And just kind of add them in. I mean, we're to the point where we're only adding like 3 or 4 to make it all the way around. Not much. And again, my hot glue gun is on a low temp, so it's not burning my fingers. It's definitely warm, but it's not burning my fingers. And let's see here. Add that one on right there. And actually, these are just kind of really spiraling. There's no rhyme or reasoning on these circles. I'm just kind of getting it so it fills in that top. Last night, I added some Rolos to the top, thinking I was gonna like it. It turned out okay. Just, you know, after it was done, I was like, dang, I wished I would have just done the Snickers all the way up. All right, let's see where I stand. And I think I'm gonna add another Snickers. Let me add my glue stick in. Let's see, let's go right there. And I'm gonna add one more. I'm gonna add one more right here. See that spot? So let me grab one more Snickers. So really that's kind of about 3 rows of Snickers as well. So I have 3 rows of all types of candies. Remember, I've got Kit Kats. I went from Kit Kat to Twix, 3 Musketeer, Milky Way to Snickers. And you know what? I think I'm gonna add one more right here. It works. And then I'm done. There we go. I like that much better than the Rolos. Just kind of. And then of course, you know, you've always got your hot glue strings. Just kind of move those out of the way. Let me hold this up so you guys can see. Try to scoot back some. See that tree? I don't have a whole lot of area. I'm kind of confined to where the hot glue gun can reach. So my area is a little tight right now. Okay, so pull off my strings, which I will do all of that after everything is all done. Because you know, you always have hot glue strings. Okay, they drive me crazy. Can't stand them. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my little Santa that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I am going to put a whole bunch of glue on his hind end. There we go. Got a good glop of glue, and I am gonna sit him on top of this. Let's raise the camera up just a hair. There we go. And sit him right on top of there. And then I'm just gonna cross his legs. I'm not gonna glue him or anything. I'm just gonna let him sit right there. So how's that look? He kind of blends in with my daisies. Let's see. All right. So now I can move the camera back just a hair. That's not gonna help. Okay, so now let's add our lights, again from the Dollar Tree. There we go. So I've got my strand of lights. I'll hide the light pack on the bottom. And I'm just gonna twine them around. And if you wanted, you could always add a second set of lights. Let's see how that looks. Let's look at it in the camera. Oh, isn't that pretty? So I'm just kind of hide those up in the tree. And again, you can put some tape and hide your battery pack underneath there. No one will ever see it. Okay. And hide those lights up in there. And again, I'll take a picture of all of this too. And hide those up in there. And then last but not least, and actually I might even use some baker's twine, I'm going to just have, I think maybe this ribbon just kind of draping down and over. I don't know yet. Let's let some of this, I don't have much of this left. That's why I grabbed it. I thought this would be a good way to use up this. So let's see here. I don't know, I'll have to play around with it and see. So if I just got that kind of draping over and this kind of draping over, this gives me another little piece. I can kind of tuck underneath Santa and have it draping as well. Where did it go? So I'll figure it out. I'll work on getting that all taken care of. So that actually looks like everything, and I know it's hard to see. Let's see here if I can get a good, it's a good sized tree. I mean, you figure, you know, you're just below my chest line and above my head. So it is definitely a good sized tree. Again, hard to get in the camera, no matter how far back I move. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this project. Please like and subscribe to my channel. So you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys all later. Thanks. Bye-bye.